The light didn't turn on, which means the right answer is between B and C. Most people can only take a wild guess. Liang Ping, the gaming genius, stared at the light bulb, brainstorming. The door's closed. Quick, everyone, shut the door as I said. He decisively pushed the switch. The water rose to his shoulders, and he shouted, "The door's closed." This time he slammed the B switch. Turning back, the light still didn't turn on. Obvious conclusion. No, it was clear it was either or C. He quickly ordered, "Hurry, charge in." Water's sister was confused, while Kei-Hyo decided to trust him and reach out. The moment she touched it, she immediately recoiled. Liang Peng and Kei-Hyo shouted the answer in unison. The water stopped just centimeters from the electric stick, saving everyone. Liang Peng realized the bulb was made by Yuzi, and it heats up when lit. When Water's sister touched the bulb, it was hot, meaning it just lit up. The B switch didn't turn on the bulb. So the only explanation is, when the door was closed, the switch that was pushed already lit the bulb. This special escape room was actually a test from Coastal to Liang Peng. The boss was quite pleased, especially in this apocalyptic world. Boss Mao established a Utopia, where survivors gathered at the seaside hotel partying by day, playing for their lives by night. They kept collecting playing cards, believing that someone who collects them all could return to the original world. Liang Peng, the gaming genius, was exactly the right hand he needed. The talented guy and Liang Peng settled at the seaside hotel, but they observed that while it seemed joyful on the surface, there were hidden undercurrents. Mao was the leader, but the rebel fighters were constantly rebelling. At this time, the third, white hair, is crafty. He watches coldly, never intervening. One sunny day, Liang Peng was wandering around the hotel when he suddenly spotted some suspicious people. He chased after them and upon checking, found countless bodies. The seaside hotel looked glamorous, but it secretly hid countless bodies. They were all executed traitors. Liang Peng's wooden stool was revealed by white hair and Water's sister. The Utopia was now in crisis. The boss and number 2 were about to go head to head. Why not collaborate, steal Mao's cars, and escape together? The next day, just as the third one predicted, the boss lost the game last night, and his body was sent back. Aguo took the opportunity to rise, pressuring the rebel fighters, and the leadership nodded in agreement one by one. White hair sent Liang Peng to steal cards. Unexpectedly, Liang Peng touched the safe and the alarm sounded. Aguo suddenly showed up backstage. White hair betrayed Liang Peng. The talents were caught, becoming scapegoats. White hair then earned Aguo's trust while Liang Peng was tied to a chair waiting for death. Unable to participate in the game, he would be sliced by lasers when time's up. That night, White hair snuck away with the playing cards, and Water's sister wanted to leave with him. Suddenly, an accident occurred, and they found they couldn't escape. The lasers locked down the entire seaside hotel. The terror of game prompts echoed, with phones stacked all over the tables. Utopia turned into a deadly park. No one cared about Liang Peng and the genius. Frightened people gathered in the hall, discovering a girl's lifeless body in the center of the floor. A short knife was stabbed into her chest. The new game rules were terrifying yet simple. The goal: find the one who killed the girl and cast them into the flames of judgment. 2 hours time limit. If not found, everyone in the seaside hotel will die. At this moment, Aguo and the rebel fighters appeared. Once a Utopia, it instantly became a battlefield, with unarmed people ruthlessly slaughtered by the rebels. The sniper ordered to set fire, driving everyone into the yard, making it easier for him to kill. They finally found Liang Peng, but only 30 minutes left in the game. Water's sister found Kei-Hyo, who was trying to identify the murderer in her own way. All she needed was to use gelatin to get fingerprints from the murder weapon and find the killer. It turned out that Kei-Hyo was once a forensic expert from the police department. Water's sister was delighted and thought they had a chance to pass. However, the rebels' knife-wielding man appeared before them, and Water's sister immediately stepped in front of Kei-Hyo. A showdown was unavoidable, a seemingly just duel. The knife guy, wielding a 2-meter knife, faced an unflinching girl. She easily dodged and kicked off her shoes, gearing up for a hand-to-hand showdown. As the knife guy swung his fatal strike, Water's sister executed a perfect move that swept through the air like a graceful arc. The knife guy was desperate and cleaved the table, then kicked the girl away. At this point, the lights flickered, turning the nightclub into a battleground. Before the life and death duel, the knife guy revealed his secret. He used to be an internet troll. He only dared to vent his anger in the virtual world. Good thing Tokyo turned into a dead city. Without the constraints of law, he shaved his head and became a tough guy. Nobody dared mess with him. He would beat up anyone he disliked. Seeing the arrogant knife guy in front of her, Walter's sister smirked.